I stood alone as the rain seeped into the collar of my black suit. The priest's voice echoed in the background, but I couldn't hear a word. The wind carried only silence. My son's small casket rested in the ground like a locked secret, untouched and heavy. They weren't there. Not my wife. Not her family. No one from the life I had married into. While I stood in the mud, burying my child, they were poolside, laughing, sipping drinks, celebrating her brother's 30th birthday. It couldn't wait, they said. It's just a baby, they told her. Don't turn nature into a tragedy. And she agreed. I found out the night before the funeral. I was ironing the shirt I planned to wear when her phone lit up on the dining table. A message from her mother blinked on the screen. So glad you're skipping that depressing scene. Your brother's party is more important. It's just a baby, not really a person yet. My wife responded with a heart emoji. Then added, exactly. I need the distraction anyway. Distraction. That's what she called the death of our child. I read it once. Then again. 3 more times. Something inside me didn't crack. It settled. A steel calm pressed into my lungs like the hush before a storm. I didn't yell. Didn't question her. I quietly placed the phone back where it was, finished ironing my shirt, and the next morning, I buried my son in complete silence. I didn't cry, not because I didn't mourn, but because my grief had already been transformed into something else when I saw that tiny red heart. She and I were high school sweethearts. Back then, she was radiant. That kind of glow people orbit around. Golden laugh, sun-warmed hair, and a presence that pulled others in. I fell for her fast and without hesitation. Her family welcomed me with open arms. Her mother treated me like one of her own, her father clapped me on the back like a son, and her brother, the family's golden boy, was always the center of attention. I played my part, the lucky outsider who got accepted. But once we married, their warmth turned cold and calculated. Everything began to revolve around her brother. Promotions, celebrations, even our pregnancy announcement had to be planned around his engagement party. Still, I stayed. I believed love and loyalty meant something. Then came the miscarriage scare at 5 months. No call, no visit, just silence. Then the premature labor at 7 months. Then the delivery room. The stillness. No crying. He never cried. They said, sorry. Then asked if we'd still be attending her brother's wedding in 2 weeks. After the funeral, I shifted into silence. Into strategy. You see, when you're no longer someone's partner, you become their adversary. I didn't tell her we were over. Not right away. I let her think I was grieving, lost, numb. While she scrolled through party photos and uploaded bikini pictures with captions like, healing, I began recording. She had no idea I copied her messages, saved every thread between her and her family. She didn't know I installed recovery software on her laptop. She had no clue that my friends in finance and law were quietly helping me follow trails. Money trails, real estate transfers, shell accounts. Over 6 months, I gathered it all. Not out of anger. Out of clarity. With precision. I mapped every transaction. Traced a hidden trust fund her parents created for her brother, funded by money from a shared emergency account she once swore was untouched. I studied the prenup she thought protected her, and I found the legal loophole she never saw. Then, on the first anniversary of our son's death, I sent out invitations. Dinner. 8 p.m. At my place. Dress well. They all showed. Her parents. Her brother. And her, in the same red dress she wore the night she first said she loved me. The table was beautifully set. Candles flickered. Wine poured. I stood, raised my glass and toasted. To love. To family. And to the ones we've lost who never really leave us. They smiled. Toasted. Glasses clinked. Then I hit play. The TV came to life. Her voice, her laugh. He's still grieving so hard. It was just a baby. Her mother. Good riddance. You need to focus on your marriage. And your brother. Then came spreadsheets. Dates. Transfers. Wire records. Every hidden dollar. Every deception. Her brother swore. Her father turned white. Her mother lunged for the remote. My wife. Her smile didn't fade. It collapsed. Like she realized too late the cliff beneath her feet had already vanished. I said nothing. Just slid an envelope across the table. Inside, divorce papers, evidence of financial fraud, a subpoena for her mother, a civil suit against her father, a printed email addressed to her brother's employer outlining his trust fund and the tax evasion hiding under his name. She looked up at me, stunned. You wouldn't, she whispered. I smiled. I already did. The aftermath was devastating. Her father lost his license. Her mother's face was plastered across news screens under charges of fraud and obstruction. Her brother was fired. Investigated. His online life scorched with headlines. No more pool parties. And her. She ended up back at her mother's house. What was left of the woman who once said, "My son wasn't a person"? I left town quietly. My name clear. My conscience clean. But before I left, I did one last thing. I bought a bench at the cemetery, right beside my son's resting place. On the back, I had it engraved. He mattered. People think revenge is loud, chaotic, explosive. But it isn't. It's exact. It's patient. It's sitting in the quiet while they laugh, not realizing they're building their own ruin. It's the clarity grief gave me, and the power that clarity became. I buried my son alone, but with him I buried every lie. And now they know. I may have lost my child, but they lost everything else.